City of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Here's Harrison Mevis to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's go.
Another carry for him. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here we go, set. Take off.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Richardson on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
10 now from the 30. Man in motion here. To throw here on first down. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Back to throw. He fires one deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. Incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. He manages 13 on this punt return. And the Browns will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Ready? Cut 19. Cut 19.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Catch is made by the rookie out of Tennessee. Racing down the left side. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. And holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I think I can honestly remember what 4 verts was called in junior high, high school, college, and certainly in the West Coast system with 2-jet all-go. Everybody loves to throw it vertically, but that defense, they knew it was coming, and they had an answer, and now they make it an even more difficult situation for this offense.
Trying again following the sack. Short pass brought in. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Set. Check up.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. touchdown, Cleveland! So Broncos offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns go up 10-zip here in the first. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Back to pass on first and 10. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
They'll throw on first. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. And time runs out before they get the snap on. That's the end of one. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. They send a man in motion. Now they'll throw out of the gun. This throw is caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even two defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
From the gun on third down. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Mevis able to knock it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Let's go.
Richardson back to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Pats will take over. They're out and set, first and 10. Throwing from the gun. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Second and 10 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing third and long. Man in motion out of the slot. Here he is on third and long. He's got time here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Their punter making his way out now. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. Ball taken in at the 36. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And it'll be their football. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down throw here from Richardson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this Let's talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Shakir with the grab. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That stop coming from Henry To'o.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So fourth down, and out comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Has a man. It's Brown. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This one finds Polk. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down. Now looking to throw. Polk makes the catch. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Putting a receiver in motion. He'll throw it yet again. On the move, headed right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Still sticking with the passing game. Caught near the pylon. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Oh, nearly got to the end zone there. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
Brown has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Here's Brown again. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Patriots make it a 1-score game before halftime. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the second time around.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Has a man. It's Brooks. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Richardson on 3rd. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing now from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
Oh, he was looking, Kate. He was trying to find a lane, but just simply nowhere to go. I don't think he'll be too heartbroken heading to the sidelines, though. He still made the play, took the ball away, got his defense off the field, and now sets his offense up for success.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. He slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Patriots make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator. 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. He'll throw it. Called in by Musgrave. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Go! Trap 60, trap 60. Street.
Running back sent in motion.
Go street. Warrior 70. Go.
Throwing it just before halftime. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. One of the tight ends in motion left. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 70 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Here's second and 14. On target to Musgrave. And they make the tackle at the 38. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Setting up a throw. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Third and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Back to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
This throw is caught. Touchdown, New England. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots take a 4-point lead. Mevis ready to send this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, like that entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, I mean, you appreciate great safety play like that.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series. Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers. Oh, the football's loose. And the Browns pick it up. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there. Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. We'll get this one to Brooks. It's a race down the right side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it. 1st down from the red zone. Taylor makes the catch. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
Let's go. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
They'll try and punch it in. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Here we go, set.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He's on the move. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Blake Corum. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he drives it up past the 45. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Here's 2nd and 5. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Martin Emerson with the pick. And the Browns will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. That's complete. Here's Brooks. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Browns ball working to carry this lead through to the end. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go. Go.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go now.
Back to the well again. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Curve 19.
Richardson. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
The Browns are lining up to punt. And they could really use a good one here. And the punt team hurries down, and they're going to stop this one at the 10-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Brown on the inside give. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to throw now. He lobs it deep middle. Big gain downfield. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a 4th quarter lead. Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots take a 4-point lead. Mevis ready to send this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
To throw, Richardson. Throw right side, and Shakir has it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Here we go, set.
Play action with Richardson. Escapes out to the left. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Set up.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Gets this to McConkey. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Come on, set.
They'll throw again. Richardson. He rolls to his right. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. Markers reset. Ball at the 37.
Ready.
On first down, it's Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Set. Track at 60. Cut.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He'll throw it. Buys time, rolling right. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Got all of it, and this is good. And they cut it down to within a field goal.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Return coming from the 6. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now it's Brown. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Let's go now.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Motioning one of the tight ends. 2nd down, run by Corum. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Offense to the line for 2nd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield.
Go.
On 2nd and 14 now. That's complete to Coleman on the slant. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Patriots holding just a 1-point advantage. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On the handoff, this is Brown. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time, 1:55 to go.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
They'll run again with Brown. And he's brought down after a modest gain up to the 46. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on third down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Third and 4 coming up now. They kick the running back in motion. Here he is to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And 4th and 4 coming up. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So no return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Chased out to his right. Brought in right side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Has a man, it's Brooks. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Short yardage situation here, it's 3rd and 2. Throwing now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he moves the chains, but time of the essence, just 16 seconds to work with. That one gains 7. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. He'll look to throw it. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Setting up to pass. McConkey's got it on the sideline. And he crosses midfield before going out. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Go.
Richardson back to throw. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Now out comes the second-year kicker in one of the biggest spots of his young career. From the right hash, 52 yards out. It's pushing right, and it's going to miss the mark just on the wrong side of that upright. So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before.